Did you know the first genetically modified organism to hit the market was a tomato? This is according to Tadashi, author of GMO Facts from Facts.net. At some point in your life, if you're like me, you have probably consumed some sort of GMO, so it is important to know what you're actually consuming. I eat GMO foods basically on a daily basis, and I learn more in-depth information about them in my environmental science class, so I'd like to share more in-depth information about them with you guys. In this speech, I will discuss what GMOs are, the benefits of GMOs, and the risks of GMOs. So first off, let me explain what GMOs are. According to Judith Friedrich-Kiel, professor in the Department of Human Genetics in the Emory University School of Medicine in Atlanta, the definition of a genetically modified organism is an organism whose genome has been engineered in the laboratory in order to favor the expression of desired physiological traits or the generation of desired biological products. So what this means is that the food is being engineered to basically just get whatever desired trait you want, whether that be more nutrition or longer shelf life, etc. So this process can be produced through two methods: recombinant DNA technology and reproductive cloning. Recombinant DNA technology is where there is an insertion of individual genes from one organism placed into the DNA of the next. And reproductive cloning is where the nucleus is extracted from the cell of the individual and then placed into the host. So I actually have a diagram for this. You can see the nucleus is extracted from the cell of the individual. This is the host. The nucleus is also extracted, but then the one from the individual is placed into the host, and that creates the genetically modified organism. This diagram is actually thanks to George Seidel, professor of biomedical sciences. It is based off of his graph. And the processes that were explained were also provided by Judith from earlier. So now that we have a more concrete understanding of what GMOs are, let's take a look at the benefits. A major benefit is that many crops are engineered to protect against insects and pesticides, and this has a few key benefits of its own. There's not use of pesticides on the crop, which is good because they're harmful for humans, and there's less runoff of pesticides because there's less use of pesticides. This was according to Ryan Ramon from Healthline's nutrition team. Another benefit is that GMOs can have an increased nutritional value. An example of this is golden rice, which was specifically engineered to have a much more higher concentration of vitamin A in the rice. Lastly, GMOs can simply have an enhanced appearance or enhanced flavor of food. An example of this would be the non-browning apple, which is purely cosmetic. These were also provided by Ryan Ramon from Healthline's nutrition team. So now that we know some of the key benefits of GMOs, let's take a look at the risks. One major risk is toxicity. Each insertion has the possibility of making formerly non-toxic elements toxic, and this obviously has significant health risks because people could be consuming a food that is toxic and they don't know it. Another risk are allergic reactions. Genetic engineering can transfer allergens from food to food, so a formerly safe food for a person is now harmful. And along with allergic reactions, there could be thousands of new allergic reactions appearing from genetic engineering, but we just don't know them yet because of the rapid pace at which this is happening. The last risk is cancer. There was a study with IGF-1, which is a growth factor, which showed a link between this growth factor to breast, prostate, and colon cancer. Now, the FDA did not do full testing when this growth factor came out, so there is a risk for growth factors that are on the market right now to have the same risk of cancer. All of these risks were provided by the nonprofit organization Center for Food Safety. So, in conclusion, although GMOs are a scientific breakthrough with numerous benefits, there are also numerous risks. In this speech, I discussed what GMOs are, the benefits of GMOs, and the risks of GMOs. If you're like me and consume GMOs on a regular basis, I hope you now have a more concrete understanding of what GMOs are. Lastly, I hope the next time you enjoy a tomato, it is as juicy and flavorful as it was once engineered to be.